Snowy morning out there today, y'all, and we weren't even supposed to get snow today. We were supposed to get a little bit yesterday. It never happened, but today it's been snowing all morning. It's still snowing right now. It's not sticking or anything. It's just, you know, a constant flurry of snow. It's really pretty, and it's a perfect day for baking, so that's what we're gonna be doing today. I'm gonna do all the baking for the whole weekend. We're gonna make another quick casserole bread. This time we're not gonna do the whole wheat kind. We're just gonna do the regular all-purpose one. If you wanna see the whole wheat recipe though, I'll link that video down below. We're gonna make some jelly-filled or jam-filled or preserve-filled donut muffins. This is the 4 fruits preserves. It has strawberries, cherries, red currants, and raspberries in it. And then we're gonna make a cinnamon raisin swirl bread and some garlic breadsticks. We'll start with the cinnamon swirl bread. So I've just got 2 boxes of these raisins. It's gonna be about 1/3 of a cup of raisins. And I'm gonna put just a little bit of water on them so they can be soaking while we get everything else ready. Okay, we've got our raisins in the water. We'll just let those sit right there, and we'll come over here to the mixer. All right, so we put in 1 cup of warm water, and we're gonna put this pack of active dry yeast. And we'll just mix that a little bit and let this sit while I measure out all the other ingredients. We need 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Just a couple of tablespoons of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay, we'll mix all this together. And I'm gonna take 2 tablespoons of butter. I've had this sitting out, but it's still not quite soft enough, so we'll put it in the microwave on defrost for just a few seconds to soften it up a little more. Okay, we'll start adding this to the yeast mixture. I mixed in just a little bit. Now we'll add the rest of it in here with the 2 tablespoons of softened butter. While this is mixing, we're going to get the cinnamon filling part ready. For that, we just need about 1/4 cup of sugar and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. We'll put down a little flour here, and we'll bring over the dough. Okay, I sprayed this bowl with some cooking spray. It's just the one we mix the dry ingredients in. We're just gonna put the dough in there, cover it, and let it rise for 1 hour. The cinnamon sugar part we'll do after the first rise. I'm gonna go ahead and drain the raisins because they're good now. We won't add those in until we do the cinnamon sugar filling too, so we'll just let them sit right there. Okay, next we'll do the donut muffins because Mr. Man is ready for some of those.
What's that flour for?
That's for when I roll stuff out, but these muffins we don't have to roll out. Can you put the cupcake liners in the pan?
Mm-hmm.
He likes to play in the flour.
Actually, when it gets made, when the dough makes, it's gonna make kind of sticky.
Mm-hmm. You told me you want to add something else to a few of them. What was it?
Peanut butter.
He wants to add peanut butter and jam, jelly, jam, preserves. 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder.
Can I do it?
Yeah. Put that in there. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. You want to whisk it?
Yeah.
Do it really slow. Just whisk that all together. In this bowl, we're going to put 1/2 cup of sugar.
Then we're going to add some milk, I think.
We are. That's right.
How do I know?
I don't know. 1 egg. 3/4 cup of milk. Now I already have my milk measured out for another one of the recipes, so I'm just going to pour it in until we get down to a cup, because that's what we need for the other recipe, is just a cup. A little bit more. There we go. What happened? That's okay. 1/3 cup of oil. Now, very slowly mix that together. Break up that egg.
I'm crushing it. Look at it.
Yeah.
Good thing we have a recipe panel right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they should call it. A
Yeah.
recipe panel.
Yeah, a recipe panel. That's right.
Then we're going to pour this into the heat.
That's right. Exactly right. Let me give it
How
a
would
little
I know it's so much stuff?
I don't know. I guess you've helped me make a lot of muffins, huh?
Yeah, I guess I do.
Okay, we'll pour that into there. Can you put the liners in for us? We're almost ready to start that part.
Yeah.
Move this over here. We're gonna put 1 scoop, and I'm just using my cookie scoop for this. We're putting 1 scoop of batter into
Yeah.
each muffin cup.
Nah. Do one.
Yeah, just squeeze it in there. There you go. Good job.
That one can be for me.
Okay. Now we're gonna take our 4 fruit preserves and put just a little bit into each one. Just drop a little, about a teaspoon.
But last time.
Okay, how many peanut butter ones do we want?
How about 4?
4? Okay. So we'll just put a little bit of peanut butter.
Here. There.
Now we put the rest of the batter on top, and they're gonna go in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, the muffins are done. We've got a 1/4 cup of melted butter in here. We're gonna put a little bit of sugar and some cinnamon. Now we're just gonna take the muffins and dip the tops of them in the cinnamon mixture. Alright, we're going to start the quick casserole bread next. So I'm going to put 1 pack of rapid rise yeast in here. We need 2 3/4 cup of flour. 2 tablespoons of sugar. And a teaspoon of salt. Now we'll attach the dough hook. Mix it a little more, and I'm going to pour in the 1 cup of warm milk. And the last thing we need is 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay, now I already have this casserole dish sprayed with some cooking spray. I'm just going to put this in here, and I'll finish shaping it around a little bit. So we cover it and let it rise for 45 minutes. It's time to do the next step for the cinnamon raisin bread. So our dough has risen. We're going to flip it out. onto the flour. We're just gonna roll it out into a rectangle. It doesn't need to be as big as like when we're doing cinnamon rolls. About there now, just about like that. So we're just gonna sprinkle over the cinnamon sugar mixture. Okay, and now the raisins. Now we're gonna start at the short end and roll this up. And I'm gonna kind of come in with it as I roll so that it's gonna be about the size of our loaf pan. We're just kind of tucking those sides in. I'm kind of tucking under this bottom here, as y'all can see that, where the cinnamon is gonna wanna fall out. I'm tucking that down too, so we don't lose too much of it in the bottom of the pan. All right, we're gonna transfer it to the loaf pan, cover it again, and let it rise for 30 more minutes. Okay, we'll go ahead and mix up the last one, the garlic breadsticks. We need 1.5 cups of warm water in here, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 pack of the rapid rise yeast. Okay, we mix that a little. We'll let it sit for about 5 minutes. I'm gonna melt 1/3 cup of butter in the microwave. All right, we're gonna add 3 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, just a little bit at a time until we've got it all mixed in. I'm just shaping this a little more with my hand. It's a really, really soft dough. So I'm putting a little bit more flour in here, just by hand, so I can see what it needs. I probably added about 1/2 cup to 3/4 cup more of the flour. Okay, I think that's good right there. So I'm gonna spray this bowl with a little bit of cooking spray. We'll transfer the dough over to the bowl. All right, we cover this one, let it rise for 30 minutes. All right, the cinnamon raisin bread is going in for 35 to 40 minutes. The casserole bread's ready to go in now. It's gonna bake for about 25 to 30 minutes. So we've got this 9 by 13 pan we're going to use for the breadsticks. So we're going to put half of our melted butter in the bottom of the pan. I'm just going to take a brush and spread it around. And punch down the dough, and I'll have to put a little flour on my hands so it won't stick too bad. Okay, now we're going to press this into the pan, making it go as far to the edge as we can. It's going to try to stretch back, some, but it'll spread out when it's baking anyway. Now we're going to put the rest of our butter on the top. Now we're going to take some garlic powder and just sprinkle that all over the top. And some Italian seasoning. And Parmesan cheese, grated Parmesan. And these are going to bake for about 15 to 20 minutes. We'll start checking around 15. I'm thinking it's going to take closer to 20. Go ahead and taste those.
Somebody has to do it.
This is the one we're most excited about.
I feel like I'm almost at Pizza Hut in 1990. That is really good.
Is it?
Yes. Look at that. Did the swirl and everything. Just what I thought it would be. That's good. Puts a smile on your face. Every bit of this, I'm not even kidding you, this is great.
Good. It's real good.